Behind the headlines, sirens echo across Israel, rockets fall, cities burn. But behind the headlines, there's something much older. Something written thousands of years ago. Could the war we see today be the prophecy our ancestors only imagined? The Bible foretells a time when Jerusalem becomes a burden for all nations, a cup of trembling. Today, world leaders debate it, enemies surround it, and prophecy unfolds in real time. When Israel was reborn in a day in 1948, as Isaiah described, the clock of prophecy began to tick again. The enemies of Israel say, "Let us wipe them out as a nation." The very words of Psalm 83 spoken again by modern mouths. Are we seeing the beginning of the war of Gog and Magog, the prophesied final battle where the nations gather against Israel at the place called Armageddon? The pressure mounts. Is what we see now the beginning, or only the birth pains? Jesus warned of wars and rumors of wars, but he also said, "Do not be alarmed. These are the beginning of the end, not the end itself." So, how should we live in a world trembling on the edge? Israel's story has always been written by the hand of God. War is not the end. Judgment is not the last word. There is hope because the Prince of Peace is coming and he will reign from Jerusalem. Thousands of years ago, the prophet Zechariah penned a message for our time. It's a call to remember. Remember the words of the seers, the visions of the former prophets. Thus says the Lord of hosts, in those days, 10 people from all languages and nations will take hold of the hem of a Jewess garment and will say, "We want to go with you, for we have heard God is with you." Who are these 10 nations? They come from every corner of the world. We see them in the book of Revelation, a company of nations, kings, and armies who march on Israel, lay siege to her, but cannot stand against her. And they are astounded because of the salvation of Jerusalem. Who are they? Why do they come? What do they represent? These 10 represent all the nations that come against Israel in the last days. But why do they come? To attack, destroy, conquer? No. They come to submit themselves to the one true God and put their trust in Him. They come to submit themselves to the one true God and put their trust in His people. They come to go with the Jews. They want to be part of God's plan. Today, we are seeing a shift among the nations, a change in attitude. We see it in the stands at the UN. We hear it in the halls of Congress. We read it in the newspapers. People around the world are waking up. More and more are asking, what is Israel doing here? What is this tiny state with its history and heritage, culture and faith? Why does it matter? What is Israel's purpose? Here's the answer. Israel exists for such a time as this, to reveal God to the world, to be a light unto the nations, a beacon of hope in a dark world. Here's the proof. Look at the Bible. Every prophetic word spoken about Israel in the Old Testament finds its fulfillment in the New. Jesus, the Jewish Messiah, came to save his people from their sins. His first disciples were Jews. His ministry was in Galilee, and his teachings were given to the nation Israel. Even his executioners were Jewish. The gospel was first entrusted to the Jews. If God kept his promises to Israel in the past, can we doubt he'll keep them in the future? So what does this mean for us? We must be rooted in the truth. Know the background, the facts, the history. Don't be caught off guard. Watch what is happening in the world today. Pray. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pray for the people of Israel. And most important, share what you know. Don't be ashamed of the gospel. Proclaim it. Tell others the good news of Jesus, the Jewish Messiah, and tell them of his plan for the future. As the prophet Zechariah declared, proclaim this word, do not hold it back.